Hi there, this is Lola LV. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you what are the 5 top most used small leather goods in my collection, as well as what are the small leather goods I own that I never use. My number one most used small leather good is actually a tie. I could not choose between these two items because I use them both every single day. It is the mini Pochette accessoire and the 6-key holder, both by Louis Vuitton. I've had these items both for a few years. They've both held up fabulously. The canvas is really durable. And as I said, I use them every single day. This is the key holder that I carry my keys in. I also love that there's a slip pocket behind the keys, so you could even put a credit card in here if you wanted to. But this is held up incredibly well. You can see a little bit of wear, just a little bit of a bump on the inside behind where the snap is, just from pushing on it. But I think small leather goods are made to be used. They will get some wear over time. This is probably my number one SLG, along with the mini Pochette. So yes, this monogram canvas one is actually the second mini Pochette I purchased. I got this from my good friend Tesla, who's also on YouTube. Her channel is Teslux. She did a vlog sale this past summer and I purchased this from her. I purchased it because I use this one in Damier Ebene every single day. So now I have two to alternate between. This goes in all of my bags. Even when I use a smaller bag like the Alma BB, this fits inside and this organizes. We'll take a quick look inside. A lot of makeup items like a mini mascara, a chapstick, some more lip products, eye drops. I have some Band-Aids in there as well. So this organizes all of my little items and makeup items, things that I don't want to spill out into my bag. I keep in here. So this is fabulous. My next two most used small leather goods are wallets. I have to choose in this category one long wallet and one compact wallet, and they are the Christian Dior Caro wallet. This is my most used long wallet, and my most used short or compact wallet is the Louis Vuitton Victorine Wallet. Both of these I purchased this year and I've used one or the other basically nonstop for the entire rest of the year since I purchased them. I used this Victorine a lot over the summer. I used this with my Alma BB in the Damier Azur. That was actually why I purchased this. This is from the studded collection. You can see the gold studs and fuchsia colored flowers on the front. So this is a special edition. And typically the Damier Azur has rose ballerine inside, but this has a beautiful fuchsia color lining. I actually get quite a lot of compliments whenever I use this wallet. I love that it has a lot of card slots inside. There are 6 card slots total plus a slip pocket inside. I also use the coin purse to store more cards in on the side, just because I don't typically carry coins with me. And there is a very generous bill slot in the back. This is a great wallet. Again, I've used this a lot and there's no wear or tear on this at all, none to speak of. However, I have only had it for about 6 months. I have used it a lot since I've had it, but this is definitely my most used compact wallet. My most used long wallet is the Dior Caro. I prefer to have a long wallet. I was worried about this when I first purchased it because It's even though it's a pebbled leather, it is very, very soft and supple. And I was afraid that this would get damaged in bags, but so far it has held up wonderfully. The only issue I have with this wallet is the zipper on the inside. Sometimes when I'm opening and closing this very quickly, sorry, it's really hard to show, but the zipper can hit the back of the wallet right here. And there is a very tiny little scuff on the inside of the flap. But other than that, this is a fantastic wallet, and I'm really happily surprised by how durable this leather is, considering how soft and buttery it is. This is a really, really great wallet. My fifth and final most used small leather good has to be another pouch, and it is the classic Pochette Accessoire. In terms of what I think is the best deal and the best value, this is currently priced at $1,290. I don't think this is worth it at the current price, but in terms of what I use most often, this Pochette Accessoire is one of my most used pieces. This is the new model of the Pochette Accessoire. Here is the vachetta leather strap inside, and it has a fabric lining with one slip pocket in the back. The old model was just an open pouch with no pocket. This one does have the pocket inside. This is one of my most used SLGs because so technically I believe this is a bag. I believe Louis Vuitton does classify this as a small bag, and I do think of this as a bag, but I use it interchangeably as a bag and a small leather good. So that's why I'm putting this as my most used. If I need to run out and just do quick errands, all I need is a compact wallet, my phone, and keys. I will put everything in here and bring it with me. I will use my strap from the Felici. I'll pull it out really quick. This chain strap from the Felici, I will hook on to the Pochette Accessoire and use it as a crossbody. I actually very rarely use this vachetta strap. Plus, in addition to using it as a bag, I use this as a small leather good because I use this as a carry-all. This is the perfect size for organizing my tech accessories for work, my laptop cord and charger, my mouse, my microphone, all those tiny little things that I need with me for work. Even though I work at home, I do like to keep them organized, and if I need to bring my equipment from my upstairs office to work downstairs, I can load everything up in here. It fits perfectly, and it's really easy for me to carry everything around. Now for the juicy part, let's talk about the small leather goods that I own that I never use. Number one has to be the pochettes that came with the Neverfull and the Neo Noe. This is the larger of the two pochettes. This is the Neverfull pochette. It's in the black empreinte leather. I do have the Neverfull in black empreinte leather. And this is a slightly smaller one. This is the pochette that came with my Neo Noe. So I did not purchase these separately. They did come included with bags I bought. And I use both of these bags a lot, but I don't use the pochettes that came with them ever. I will hang on to them. I'm not planning on selling them because I don't like to break up pieces. I like to keep everything that comes with a bag with that bag. So any pochettes, bag charms, straps that come with my bags, I keep everything together as a set. I don't ever break things up and sell them separately. So I will be keeping these. Maybe one day I will find a different use for them, but as of now, I never use these. The next two items I never have used are my card holders. I don't own a lot of card holders because I never use them, but I purchased this YSL Uptown card flap for my birthday. It was, I think maybe just a couple weeks before my birthday. There's some card slots in the back, the flap holder, and I don't use card holders. I prefer to just use a compact wallet. I find that I carry too much with me to use a card holder. Anything smaller than something like this Victorine is just too small. But I wanted to get a card holder because when I use my compact wallet, I often take out some of the items that I keep in my long wallet and thought I could use a compact wallet along with a card holder, but I've never used it. I think it's beautiful. I love the warm taupe color. I love the YSL hardware. But yeah, I've never used this. The other wallet that I've never used is this Celine compact wallet. I do think if I gave this a chance, I would like it because it is very similar to the Victorine wallet. It has the bill slot in the back. It has about the same amount of card slots, and it does have a coin pouch. However, whenever I've needed a compact wallet, I was using it in the summer with my smaller bags like the Alma BB that I use in the summer. And this style, this print, the Damier Azur, went with those bags better. So I've just never used this. Honorable mention for items I've never used goes to this gorgeous Louis Vuitton pocket organizer. This is from the men's spring-summer collection. This is the Illusion Trillion leather. This was designed by Virgil Abloh in one of his last shows for Louis Vuitton before he unfortunately passed away. I've used this once, and it's not because I don't want to use it, but rather I'm afraid to use it because to me, this is a collector's piece. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this is a really special piece to me because it is from one of Virgil's last collections for Louis Vuitton. I love the colors, the gradient. This is really, this is actually the background of my profile picture. It's a photo I took of this piece, but I used this once. I filled it up with my cards and cash that I was using, and I could see that some of the card slots looked a little stretched out. And since then, I don't use it. I really just keep this to look at. I keep it displayed in my closet, so I look at it and admire it every day. But this is a piece that I don't use. For my top 5, these are the only ones if I had to get rid of all of my small leather goods and only keep 5. The top 2, hands down, are the mini Pochette accessoire and the 6-key holder. For my wallets, I would keep the Dior Caro and the Victorine wallet. And for my 5th one, my most used is the Pochette accessoire. So if I had to keep only 5 small leather goods, these would be it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know below, what are your favorite small leather goods, and do you have any that you don't use? If you do, what are they? I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to come back every Wednesday and Friday for new videos. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.